Robert Heffernan with Endotech. This Blockchain Vitals is our daily show talking cryptocurrencies, assets in the matrix. I am a master endotechnician. I trade cryptos. I trade other things also. I trade trading cards. I had a trading card on my desk for a long time. Rod Carew. All you youngsters, you might not know Rod Carew. And sometimes it's important to keep symbolism around you so you have something to ground you, for instance. Anyway, Rod Carew, choke up, hit singles, go to the Hall of Fame. Kind of a trading mantra that when I stick to it, I do very well. And when I try to hold the bat at the very end and swing for the fences, not so good. Anyway, life is a journey, right? And we keep learning, and that is still a lesson I learn at least quarterly. Anyway, let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds, my chance to talk about a tweet or a headline or something in the news, and like so often, one leads to the other. What came first, the tweet or the headline? For me, this headline, very apropos here, self-proclaimed clown John McAfee offers cybersecurity expertise to CZ at Binance. And of course, dominating the news in the crypto sphere was the hack of the Binance exchange. $40 million worth of Bitcoin absconded with, 7,000 Bitcoins. And John McAfee, say whatever you want about the guy and his antics. I got to tell you, nobody with the pedigree he has. Anyway, you know what? Let's go to the tweets because we got them both here. Genuinely reaching out to CZ at Binance. If I can help at all, please let me know. Underneath my clown suit is still one of the most experienced cybersecurity experts on the planet. I've been doing it for 51 years, and I'm at your service. And not only is he in cybersecurity and an expert in it, but he's knee-deep in crypto and a huge cheerleader of crypto and the blockchain. And the awesome thing is CZ, and I watched his live stream last night, and the transparency and the honesty from this guy, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. For me, usually, people that run exchanges or, multinational corporations can be the stuffiest, driest, we call them suits. For years on the trading floor, we looked at suits with our, with relative disgust from a trader's point of view. Anyway, what a breath of fresh air CZ is, and just straight off the cuff, and doing a Twitter live stream yesterday, and he's reaching back out to John McAfee. DM me and let's arrange a time to talk because they need help. People think that, once the money's gone in crypto, there's no way to ever get back. But we've seen several instances now where people are able to be tracked down, and that the blockchain that on the surface it might look like, even though it's immutable and private, that not so much. Anyway, the next tweet, which I thought was even more intriguing, was hackers are the wizards of our age. Now is the time for my cybersecurity peers to prove they are the wizards of the people. I challenged my one-time awesome and fearful competitor, Kaspersky, to join me in offering support to Binance and all of the rest of you, because it really is all of the rest of us. I mean, if these hacks keep happening, if exchanges are not secure, there's no way this thing grows the way we all hope and think that it can. So the security side of this has to be solved, and it will be solved. 100 years ago, 150 years ago, they were riding shotgun. I mean, that was the truth, was riding shotgun on the Wells Fargo wagon. That was security. We have a whole nother age of security issues. And believe me, there are plenty of smart enough people to track these. If I was on the floor, I'd use a 4-letter expletives because this is what's holding us back, really, is these hacks and the hackers seemingly thinking that they have free reign, right? But I would love to see these cybersecurity experts come together and track these guys down and put their feet to the coals, man. String them up, you know, on Main Street, in the square. All right, scumbags are scumbags no matter which way you slice it. I don't care if you're a thief. There's no room for it. Anyway, let's take the vitals. You know what? Before that, the other thing that was in the news, and I'll just talk on it. I didn't actually grab the headline, but was Litecoin with a new developer release, and the developer release offering lower fees, improved privacy, and the Lightning Network with the latest fee adjustments. And I got to tell you something. Litecoin is one like Dash that's just there, man. It's there on my radar. It was the first one to break out of lower momentum in the monthly, and I talked about that months ago. For sure, the first one to really catch a bid in the space, and it's going to be interesting to see here now this fundamental news, right? We got fundamental news here. How is it translating to the technicals? And I'm going to talk about that in the vitals. So why don't we do that? Let's take the vitals. Taking the vitals is my chance to talk about the actionable trading information going on in the market right now, the price discovery that's actually happening. Forget the whispers. Tell me what's going on. And Bitcoin catching a bid here, 62.24 now at Bitfinex, 62.24. Back into Upmo on the daily. They snuck below it just a little bit here yesterday. But I got to tell you, this is one of those things that they just can't seem to keep it down. You can't keep a good dog down. You know, we've had two major stories here that if we were in a bear market setup, would have just cratered this thing. And the fact is, you know, with the Bitfinex situation with the New York Attorney Generals and prosecutor, and now with the Binance hack, not great news for the asset class. And then you got the twerp Muriel Rubini, the New York University professor, still bad-mouthing crypto as a complete scam. And Mike Novogratz yesterday, or today, I guess, in Las Vegas, said, listen, dude, how about we make a wager? And he wouldn't take the wager. And the best was the wager was just over under 6,000 at Christmas. And you wear, a T-shirt that says, I love Bitcoin. He wouldn't even do it. The guy's a scam. I can't even believe they invite him onto a stage. Let me ask you something. I could say it's a scam, but put him on the stage with what does he know about the coding, the actual coding of it? Does he have any idea? Could he tell a node from a pimple? I don't think so. It just blows me away that the guy gets any time of day at all. Anyway, Bitcoin, and plenty of room here now. All right, back in Upmo on the daily, and room now to 76, 76, 76. The Upmo collar on the daily, 67.57. Upmo collar on the weekly, and 7,000, right? 7,027 at Bitfinex. Take that back. I'm reading the wrong numbers here. 7,027 is the Upmo collar on the weekly at Bitfinex. 67.57 is at Coinbase. All right, and we still have this disconnect and the risk premium being paid at Bitfinex for Bitcoin, though that is narrowing a little bit. That's what I'm seeing of Bitcoin. It looks good. It looks healthy. It looks like it wants to continue with this move, and it keeps doing this. We're going to get parabolic here sooner or later. All right, that monthly up momentum level, 71.38. Keep that number in mind. All right, keep that number in monthly up momentum, 71.38. And if we kick the monthly bands higher, I got to tell you something. Somebody talked to me the other day about, if the price gets to 14 or 15,000, I think the public is going to, start getting interested again. I've got to tell you, I think the public's going to get interested a lot sooner than 14 or 15,000. If I can get on a megaphone and tell them because if we go into Upmo on the monthly, you're going to want to be on it, right? Because at 15,000, if you get in at 7,000, you've already doubled your money. It's looking that way to me. It's nothing's 100% in this life. Probably not in the next life either. So that's what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. Listen, I'm going to say goodbye to the Facebook and the YouTube crowd. You need to be an Endotech subscriber if you want to hear the entire segment and my thoughts on actionable trading information on the rest of the top 12 that we cover here at Endotech. Anyway, go to endotech.io and subscribe and get all of the actionable trading information offered at the site, and there's a ton of it. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, Facebook and YouTube.